Hello, my name is Yeaton, and I'll be reviewing my poster presentation of the 1 mile walk test as a valid predictor of VO2 max and as a reliable alternative fitness test to the 1.5 mile run in U.S. Air Force males. The journal article is written by Wagland, Herrick, Kirk, and can be found in the Journal of Military. The purpose of the study is to assess the validity of a 1 mile walk or the Rockport walk test as a predictor of VO2 max within an Air Force population. Now, the Air Force requires physical readiness tests twice a year from its members to assess fitness. Consequences for performing poorly or failing the test are as harsh as discharge from the Air Force. Currently, the Air Force allows the walk test only for members who are medically waived from the 1.5 mile run. Although the Air Force is using the walk test, this has never been validated in an Air Force population. The Air Force understands the importance of physical readiness and what it means to its mission. For that reason, it's been testing its members for decades with physical readiness tests that consist of sit-ups, push-ups, and a time distance run. In 2010, the Rockport walking test was implemented in place of the 1.5 mile run for individuals who were medically waived. The Rockport test consists of a 1 mile walk with input variables such as height, weight, age, sex, time it took to complete the walk, and the heart rate at the end of the walk. You can see that it's become a very popular measure of VO2 max prediction as it's been implemented into applications for mobile devices. So far, the test has only been validated in individuals between 40 and 69 years of age, which is not representative of the Air Force population. Methods for the research were as follows. Active duty Air Force members from age 18 to 44 were recruited from Scotts Air Force Base and used for the testing. They were asked to complete the 1 mile walk, the 1.5 mile run, and a treadmill VO2 test. Height, weight, body composition were measured during the data VO2 max test. The walk and the run were completed on indoor tracks at Scotts Air Force Base, and the VO2 max test was completed inside on a motorized treadmill. Statistical analysis of the data included paired sample t-test, Pearson product moment correlation, and a regression analysis. 24 people participated in the study, with 8 officers and 16 enlisted, which was a good representation of the Air Force population. The research found that there was no significant difference between the measured and predicted VO2 max using the 1 mile walk equation, with a p-value of 0.177. Also, mean residuals between predicted and measured VO2 max were negative 1.14. Pearson's product moment correlations, or the R value, was 0.817. You can see here in Figure 1 that the measured VO2 max versus predicted VO2 max had an R-squared value of 0.667. This indicates that the model explains 66.7% of the variability of the response data around the mean. The 1.5 mile run time and measured VO2 max also produced a high negative correlation of 0.890, as shown in Figure 2. No significant differences between points scored in the 1 mile walk and the 1.5 mile run, and a high correlation between these tests were also found. This is the scale that the Air Force uses for testing its members. P-value of 0.573 with an R value of negative 8.27. To further compare the relationships, the authors of the research also compared their data to the ACSM standards for national percentile ranking. A high correlation was found at negative 0.975. You can see here with the Air Force point system, for a maximum score, the runtime on the 1.5 mile must be less than 9 minutes and 34 seconds and a VO2 max of 54. It should be noted that individuals with lower fitness scores were more likely to score higher through this testing. This doesn't seem to be a problem in Air Force fitness since most members were moderate to higher fitness levels. The study also only included males. For a conclusion, the study concluded that the 1 mile walk is a valid indicator of the 1.5 mile run for VO2 max in an Air Force population. The test could be used in place of the 1.5 mile run since Air Force personnel are usually in moderate to high fitness levels. Further research needs to be conducted for groups of individuals in different age brackets, which is how the Air Force grades its personnel. Also, more data should be compared to ACSM rankings to make sure personnel with lower fitness are getting higher scores than should be. Thank you very much for your time.